Testing. Testing. This is another side quest.
Cool.
Right. Ready now.
Let's go.
I'm not that bad.
Oh yeah?
I don't miss.
You're gonna get dumped.
Please.
Try this on the side.
The enemy is defeated.
I'll take it.
I want to change jocks. Getting tired of the same moves again and again. There's a new card that you can with cool EV, whatever, but you need to complete her business management side quest. You can always do it after completing the main story. Fuck these bicycles.
Can I help you?
Why the heck we did? More stuff just to talk.
You're doing great. Congratulations. That's not available. You'll need better qualifications. I'll be rooting for you.
Testing. You live alone, freaking demon.
Right. I'm not backing down.
Let's go.
You're gonna get stomped. Here we go. Ready now.
Good luck next time.
Whoa.
I feel the stats going up. Look at me go.
Excellent.
Okay, I need to tear down the thing, the damage, because otherwise if I kill the boss big bad later too quick, there might not be as much dialogue. Oh, it is F-Lie. I think 2 or 3 is okay.
Scared?
Watch me.
Don't get caught.
Eyes on me.
Right.
You're in it now.
Well,
The enemy is
too easy, I'm
defeated.
afraid.
Hey.
Well, Hey. Hey.
Ah.
Hey.
He can just give like 10 billion to each of them to still have a lot.
You're gonna be sorry.
Watch me.
He's interchangeable.
Let's go.
You're gonna get stomped.
Live.
This out.
Let's go.
Well,
Take your best shot. I got this. Yes. You're done.
Right. I'm ready now.
Come on. Get alive. Let's go. Going in. Fucker. Cool.
You're
Take
gonna be in a
this.
world of hurt.
Don't get caught. I got this. Good one next time. Yo.
Okay, this map seems a bit like. See if this will improve things. It seems a bit zoomed in. Yeah, now notice how the bar on the right, that Korean guy. Before this, it was more zoomed in. You can see the edge of that thing, the bar over there. But now you can, so we'll keep this resolution.
Man, my back is killing me.
I'll show you how it's done. Watch me.
Come on now.
You're gonna get stomped.
Congratulations. Take your
Not this.
Try this on the side.
Let's go. The enemy is defeated. Show me what you got.
Well,
Take this.
sweet dreams.
I'm not that.
Lie. Check this out. Like this.
This out.
I'm up. Good stuff. Scared?
Watch me.
Alive. Come on now.
Bring it on.
It's WWE.
Try this on the side.
Good times.
Oh, I have one of these symbol in my garden. It's very deep. This place is to cost like several millions.
Yo.
Yeah.
I'll show you how it's done. Watch me.
Take this.
Prepare to suffer.
You're gonna
Cool.
Bring it on.
Rock.
try this on the side.
Okay, let's go.
Well,
Got it.
Those the chestnuts, those are good. Almost missed this thing. Golden butterfly. Is there something here too? No. Freaking party members just keeps getting in the way. Nothing here.
Should I open it? Sweet! Well,
Not be that easy.
Ah.
stand a chance.
Watch me.
You're gonna get stopped.
Take your best shot.
Here we go.
You're in.
Come on.
Each of the name is different.
Oh, look at all the food here. It'd be a waste just to leave it.
Read my mind there. Hey, maybe we could take some to go.
Hey, people, did you forget we're on a mission here?
Don't waste any food. It is definitely not suitable. So many items lying around. Don't waste it. Why the heck would be nitrogen around? Potato.
Should I open it? Got it.
Mango pudding. That sounds good. Very good.
Should I open it? Sweet!
Whoa. It's real.
What?
Ah.
You're gonna be sorry. Try this.
I'm not backing down.
Cool.
Those glass are really steady. Oh shit.
Watching tigers while you eat? I will never understand rich people.
Hey, I can get behind it. Tigers are just like house cats, but bigger.
Oh, sure. It's so cute when they're about to maul you.
Yeah, I'm with her on this one, Adachi-san. I don't want to end up as a tiger snack.
Check this out. You'll have a crush on me after this.
You're in it now.
Don't get caught. Going in.
Take this. Take this. Come on now.
Let's see.
Congratulations.
That's how you do it next time.
Let's try it again. Is there nothing else here? Seems to be a very big area.
Should I open it? Got it.
Open. Oh my fuck. Open the fucking safe. Open it.
Should I open it?
Yes. Open it. Some of these freaking stuff are under dead cell and whatnot. That surprised me if I actually be some. But they actually shone though, so it's really hard to miss at the same time.
Finally, we're at the top. You think Mabuchi and the others are waiting for us?
Well, most likely. We don't know what they're gonna throw at us, so we best be prepared.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's gear up, get ready, and go do this thing. Should I open it? Got it.
Listen.
Now you can save those, so ready or not, you have to be ready.
Okay. Yo, Mabuchi.
I've been waiting for you, Kasuga. I don't think I'll be satisfied until I choke the life out of you personally.
Funny, because I heard you put a bounty on my head. That means you're happy to let someone else do it. Where's Zhao?
Somewhere in this building. For now.
And what about later?
Later he'll be in transit. to the afterlife.
What the hell?
You want a hand with this twerp, Mabuchi-han?
I'm good, Ishioda-san. I'm about to make sure nobody thinks little of us ever again. I'll prove that I deserve to swear up as a full partner with the Omi Alliance.
Those men next to Lama are skilled fighters. Assassins, really. You might say they're the secret weapons of the Yokohama Liumang.
Damn.
And up there are more Omi Alliance men. Our chances of winning a fight are very low, actually.
Yeah, I get it. We're up shit creek without a paddle. But I don't care. The fact is, if we run, Zhao dies. That's all that matters.
No need to bristle, Kasuga.
So you're Ichiban Kasuga.
Who are you? Some fan of mine?
No. I'm a man who's never forgotten how Masumi Arakawa stole my rightful seat.
What?
You know this scruffy-haired punk, Tendo? I only know him as the guy the captain shot. Alive and kicking somehow.
I think he might be a naughty little secret of the captain's.
Kasuga, this charmer here is Tendo, last of the lieutenants.
Wait, the former boxer? No wonder he's a damn giant.
You two can relax over there for a bit. I think we'll have ourselves a little sideshow. Tendo seems interested in who you are, so I'll leave you alive just long enough to talk. Later, I'll really take my sweet time toying with you. Well, have anything to say?
You're really hamming it up in here.
I think that means hurry up and kill me. Yeah! I'll slice you to ribbons! Try this.
This is multiple target damage.
Take your best shot. Cool. Bullshit.
Try this on the side.
Let's go. Let's go. That's bullshit. Take this. Take this.
Let's see.
Get alive. Check this out.
Right. I'm ready now.
You want to go? Go
You're
to
gonna
sleep.
be a little first.
You're in it now. Nice try.
That sucks.
Eyes on me.
I'm not that
Go
good.
in there.
I got this.
Cool. Too easy. Good time.
That takes care of the sideshow. But there's still plenty of freaks to fight.
Maybe you hadn't heard, but I'm a heavyweight boxing champ. I don't think you'd even make weight for the fight. I wouldn't shame the Omi by taking you on.
Just do it.
I'll be sure to keep an eye on you, though. Been a long time since I've been able to put my fist to good use.
regret letting us live. You can count on that.
Oh yeah? Why don't you save it for the ring?
Fucking Tendo. When that guy sits down for a meal, he always saves the best tasting shit for last. I think that's fucking stupid. All that does is give someone else the chance to eat it first.
Feeling warmed up yet, everyone? Guys?
Oh, shut up. I need to save my energy for this shit, so don't make me answer stupid questions.
Hey, Hotshot. If you've got anything up your sleeve, now's the time.
Yeah. That's you, right? Make some magic.
No need for that. You haven't played your last card yet. In fact, here he comes now.
You're back.
Funny thing, I wasn't expecting to come back. Trust me on that. I thought I was done getting dragged into your messes. But for some reason, I couldn't stop worrying about you guys.
Namba.
So I'm here. From now on, your fight is mine too.
Namba. Namba!
Nanchan!
Coming here and acting all cool, you jerk.
Where the heck have you been, man? Come on!
Nobody's killed you yet? What, you got nobody left to stab in the back?
Leave it to a Yakuza to hit below the belt. I know I fucked up. But I'm done with backstabbing. From now on, I'm with them. I owe you guys an apology. Let me make it up to you.
Yes, but you can still only have 4 cards.
Fine. Let's do this.
Look, you've been hitting the gym number. Looks like you beefed up a bit while you were away.
I called it. Only 4 cards can fire a battle.
Yeah, I noticed too. Seems like whenever someone comes back to a party, they're stronger than when they left.
So that's normal? Well, I did want to impress you guys if I came back, so I practiced a new move.
You're kidding!
Well,
Take this! I got this! Try this!
Oh, left. Give some to for other cards.
Yeah! Much better!
get serious. Have fun with this. On my side. Right back at you. Let's go.
Let's do.
You saved my ass again. How many times does that make now?
Let's stop keeping track.
I have to. But hey, what's your plan now?
Huh?
I mean, as long as you're here, you wanna help me out a little bit longer? I need all the help I can get right now, man. But what I really need are friends like you at my side.
Hey, man.
Huh?
After everything I did to you guys, as selfish as I was, you'd still call me your friend?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
You know, you're crazy.
Really? Who's the one who came back, huh?
For real. I mean it. You guys have a screw loose.
Come on. Is it so hard to admit you like us?
Shut up.
I'm sure all of us here are a little crazy. But that's the best part of being friends. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Shake on it, Nan-chan.
Call that a shake? Come on. Show some love.
Listen.
Yes.
Hmm?
What the heck is this word anyway? A chat per wong. I don't know what the. I've seen that word before. Oh. It's a lie.
Nah.
Yo.
Go in anyway. Anyone just go in, man. Who cares?
Hey.
Kasuga-kun, follow me.
So, who's the guy you wanted me to meet?
An old friend of yours. He prefers to meet with you alone, if that's possible.
I don't get it. Did he rescue you?
More or less. Thing is, he's with the Omi Alliance.
What's his name?
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me.
Guess I'll have to ask him myself.
Being almost
Pretty
research.
much.
Is it that guy? His son?
It's been a while, Aniki.
Oh shit!
Mitsu. Holy shit! Mitsu! You're okay!
I don't know if okay is the right word. But I seem to be doing better than you, at least.
What's going on, man? I never caught up with you after I got out of prison. Have you seen Arakawa-san recently?
Nah, us peons hardly ever see him these days.
So I've heard.
Not happy about that myself. Even though we're Omi Alliance now, inside, I'm still Arakawa.
So you're Omi too.
Yeah. I had to rescue Zhao in secret. If they find out, I'll be executed.
Doesn't that mean you shouldn't be talking to me?
It does. But I had to say one thing to you. I can't say much else, but you need to know.
What?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, he'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Mitsu.
I'll be in touch.
Completely forgot about that guy.
So what's going to happen to the Yokohama Lumang?
Damn, going straight for the jugular, huh? Well, obviously, Mabuchi's ruined everything. The Great Wall is full of holes now. If the Omi decide to invade, it'll crumble.
Is there any hope?
I don't know. But if we don't patch up the wall, it's all over. And with me like this.
Man, it hurts just looking at that.
Hurts having it. That's why I'm thinking of stepping down.
Huh?
It doesn't matter so much who the boss of the Liumang is. In the end, the only thing that really matters is whether my men have a place to call home. You get it?
Yeah. I know the Lumang origin story.
Ah. Then you know why we formed in the first place. I don't know if I can keep us going anymore. I was never that great at it. Not like my father.
But who's the next leader gonna be if you step down?
I have someone in mind. Someone who's tough, bold. Friend of yours, actually.
Jen?
What? Who?
Song Hui-san.
Song Hui? You'd give the Lumang to the Komi Jewel?
Makes little sense.
Yeah, I know. Up to now, the two factions have been like oil and water. But the world's changing. Walls are crumbling. If we don't start banding together, none of us will survive. Not everyone will accept the merger, of course. I'm sure we'll lose members. But that hasn't changed the overall situation for the Eugene 3. It's join or die.
Yeah. I think I see what you're saying.
Do you?
You figure Song Hui will keep the Lumang from going extinct. Meanwhile, the Komi Jewel get a new home. So both your people and her people will be better off. Everyone's a big, happy family.
Well, you don't have to put it like that exactly. Soft sweetheart terms and shit.
Yeah, I do. You're a good guy with a big ol' heart. I kinda figured.
Do we really have to do this? I can't be that annoyed with you. The Eugene 3 do owe you a lot. The Seiryu clan's probably singing anthems about you.
Yeah, speaking of, I think I'll visit the chairman and see how grateful he really is.
Sounds like you plan on making a big request.
But I have some idea of how this fake bill ended up in your pocket.
There's just something I want to ask him. I think he'll be willing to talk about more secret shit now, don't you think?
He should. We all owe you big time. You sure don't hesitate to cash in on favors. Well, give my regards to him when you see him.
Okay, you can change members. I think I will just leave this as is, but this she has the 400 something, 453. Yeah, I think these members hit the hotkeys.
Bring it on. You're weak.
Let's go.
Watch me.
So itchy.
Do your worst.
Well.
You're in for it.
Watch this. I got this. I'm up.
Watch me.
So itchy.
Call the insurance company. Did an ambulance.
Scared? Well. You're weak. You're in it now. Cool. Okay.
Eyes on me.
Let's go. Let's go.
Watch me. Good times.
So itchy.
You may enter.
Thank you, Chairman Hoshino. Captain Takabe said it would be okay for us to talk.
I heard. And I believe I already know why you've come. You've done us a great service. I would not still be leader of this clan if it weren't for you.
Does that mean the Seiryu clan's gonna pull through?
I can't say for sure yet. About 20 to 30% of our men defected to the Omi, The ones who stayed are grumbling behind my back. And it's hard to blame them. They just found out the Jincho standoff was all a sham.
Zhao told me he's giving up his position as the leader of the Liumang. Songhui is going to lead them.
Yes, I know.
You just know everything, huh?
Not everything. But I'll tell you what I do know. Eventually, the Seiryu clan will succumb to the Omi Alliance.
What?
For people who had nowhere to live outside the Gray Zones, the Great Wall of Muscle was their only protection. Now it's crumbling. That's a matter of life or death for them. Already rumors are flying into Jincho's political circles. Rumors that Ogikubo's lost his touch. I'm sure Aoki got those whispers going. He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
Oh, really?
Aoki knows it would destroy the party if it ever revealed their chair, Ogikubo, forged money for years. Now, Aoki can easily blackmail Ogikubo and force him to step down. Aoki will become the new party chair.
I don't get it. Why does he want to take Ogikubo's place so bad?
The party chair manages elections, so in that role, Aoki could nominate anyone he wants. He'll control the ruling party. Therefore, he'll control the nation.
The whole country will be under his thumb?
Yes. Especially if I'm right about his next move. I think he's gonna try to dissolve Parliament.
He's just doing everything.
Dissolve Parliament? At a time like this? That's insane.
He called it.
Prime Minister, I understand how you must feel, being unable to rely on Ogikubo-sensei. But honestly, I have the power to support you better than he ever could. If an election were held today, I could guarantee you 2/3 of the seats, minimum.
Do you have a solid plan for doing that?
Yes. I'll send Bleach Japan to the districts where the Citizens' Liberal Party is weakest. Bleach Japan can influence votes anywhere. They're incredibly popular. Plus, they have my endorsement. A victory for the party would, of course, move your personal political goals forward.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think you have the power to maintain the party's stability right now? We don't want it breaking up for lack of support from Ogikubo-sensei.
You can talk that way to the house, but not to me.
Appoint me to party chair and hold an election. If you don't, I'll be forced to make public the nature of Ogikubo-sensei's crimes. That would mean the end of not only your administration, but the party itself.
But there's no precedent for someone serving as both governor and party chair. Besides, you're much too young.
If age is what you want, start digging for some old fossil who can stop me. That is, if you think you can find one. Anyone in particular come to mind?
Aoki's scheme to destroy the Great Wall worked. Now he's got Mabuchi and the Omi at his command. So much power, vested in just one man. And it had to be Masato Arakawa. Kasuga, I know you never intended to be at the center of all this. It was pure coincidence that you were there when the soap landowner died. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Lucky me.
But one thing I don't believe is a coincidence, is that you ended up in Ijincho.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you still have that fake bill?
finally.
Yeah. Didn't you say you knew how it ended up on me?
Yes. Only one person in the world could have put that bill in your pocket.
Who? Who is it?
Masumi Arakawa himself.
Arakawa-san? No, he's the one who shot me.
Yes, I'm aware he shot you. But did you ever consider that maybe he did that so you would end up here?
What?
That fake bill was his letter of introduction between you and me. It was to let me know that you were one of Masumi Arakawa's men.
Kind of a weird way to introduce us, don't you think?
I think what it means is Arakawa's goals do not align with those of Ryo Aoki.
Well, then, what are Arakawa's goals?
I really can't say. But I do know that he means business. He wouldn't have used that bill if he didn't.
Chairman, how exactly do you know Arakawa-san?
Well, that's a long story. And there's a much better place than here to tell it. Heian Tower.
Heian Tower?
Yes. That's where my fate intertwined with Arakawa's.
Now it's getting dramatic.
He sure seems to be partial to Peking duck.
Yeah.
Let's have it for lunch tomorrow. My treat. I'll make the reservation.
Why the heck will you need to go to a certain place to discuss things? It is fine to discuss it here. I don't think they actually sold the apartment before this.
Welcome. Thanks.
Hey.
Listen.
Okay. Hmm?
Maybe the chief knows that he was in charge to do this.
Huh.
Yo.
Hey.
I think what they are trying to tell I think I know where they're going with the story, but it seems just a little like not that realistic. Fuck.
Oh.
Hmm? Sup?
I'll show you how it's done. Watch me.
Take your best shot.
Okay.
Let's go.
Eyes on me.
Well.
Good luck next time.
Yo.
Save it for later.
Take this. Cool. Don't get cocky. Let's rock. Yeah. That's better. You wanna go? I'm up.
Bring it on.
You're in it now.
Well.
He's defeated.
何見てんだよ。今こちらの方を睨んでな。
Stand a chance.
Watch me.
I got this. Much better. Get alive. Okay. Let's go.
Come on. Gotta hold
Next time.
Chief.
Hmm?
My friend's got some questions about the day I was dumped in this town.
Yeah. I want to know why you didn't just abandon Ichiban or dump him at a hospital. If you don't mind telling us, I'm sure we'd all appreciate it.
I see. Fine. I'll tell you. It's as good a time as any.
What?
There's an old tradition in this homeless camp. A responsibility passed down through the chiefs for many years.
What responsibility?
On occasion, when we're asked, we dispose of bodies.
What? Bodies?
What the heck?
Yeah. There's a Yakuza family from Kamurocho who pays us to do it. They're called Arakawa.
Arakawa? Seriously? They, was this going on while they were still Tojo?
I don't know every detail, but yes. The arrangement existed at that time. It existed before I started living here. We've dealt with all kinds of bodies, whether they've been shot, stabbed, beaten. No matter how nasty. We dug holes and buried them under garbage. Who knows how many are there now? Back during the bubble, we got one every month. Or so I was told. Since I became chief, there's only been 3.
Damn. Arakawa the assassin.
But there's one more secret rule. It applies to anyone the Arakawa bring here alive.
A secret within the secret. Great.
What happens if they bring someone alive?
We're supposed to give the person medical aid, then let them go free, while pretending they're dead.
What's up with that?
In the criminal underworld, there's always people wanting to fake their own death. Gamblers, guys on the run, anyone who's afraid someone will hurt them. They send people like that here, and we honor the secret agreement. I think it might actually be a service the Arakawa family provides, but obviously they don't advertise it. So it ended up being a very rare event.
Is that agreement why you saved me? This live body rule?
You got it.
What sort of guy dropped me off here?
I mean, probably just someone from the family. I had no reason to check or anything. The guy lugged you out of the trunk of a car. You were covered in blood. He paid me and left. Didn't say a single thing the whole time.
Seems very easy to mess up.
Ichi. You have to die. I'm counting on you, Ichi.
Huh? What the? After Arakawa-san shot me, I think he said something. I think it was, I'm counting on you, Ichi.
Isn't the cringe?
What would that even mean?
No clue. But the more I think about it, the more I'm sure he said that.
Look, Ichiban.
What?
I don't want to dash your hopes or anything. But when you were dumped here, you were on death's doorstep. You were only alive because everything I did went exactly the way we needed it to. But it could have easily gone a different way. I know you want to trust Arakawa, but...
I think Arakawa-san had to shoot me. All the other Yakuza at that meeting were watching him.
Huh?
Never mind. You don't get it. Forget I said anything.
Now I know where this game is trying to take the story, but it's just very freaking cringe and stuff. It just makes no sense. He can easily kill him with a gunshot. Go to the tower now. This game story is picking up. One thing though is that don't know why don't they include a vehicle in here so that you can just get to place quicker. The fucking cocksuckers wants to die.
Watch me.
Take your best shot. You wanna fight? Cool. Yeah. I got this.
You're in for it. Too easy, I'm afraid.
Fuck off with the freaking stuff.
Yeah.
See if there's anything to buy.
とうございました。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
There's some webcams back there, let's see. I don't know how the heck to enter this building. Looks like I already got everything, so there's no need to anything. This guy doesn't have the best stuff. These statues are badass. Looking awesome.
I went ahead and got started.
You sure you don't mind treating me?
What? Are you actually able to pay?
Of course.
I wish I could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew about it. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bills.
Smugglers?
And one of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
What?
One day, he came to us saying he lost an entire suitcase filled with 100 mil in fake yen. No excuse in the world could have saved him. mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him for the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting. It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
Whoa, he's the killer.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa, father of Masumi Arakawa. In this very place, 40 years ago. But I had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son, it was too late. I had to go through with the hit, knowing this boy would see his father die. To make my guilt even worse, later I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. His wife and her lover had stolen them. Those two fell into the ocean and disappeared. Their corpses were never even found.
So Arakawa-san lost both his parents, one after the other.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded soon after without their leader. Masumi Arakawa became a drifter, along with a few other actors. They couldn't trust anyone, so what other path was there for them, except becoming Yakuza in Kamurocho? Arakawa joined a low-ranking family in the Tojo clan called the Hikawa family. Life wasn't easy for him there. They were the kind of family that took hits without thinking twice.
Really?
Yes. So they were always in need of ways to dispose of a body. Masumi Arakawa was tapped to help with that, and he was extremely cautious. To do it, he started coming all the way to the homeless camp in Ijincho.
Really? Even though the family was based in Tokyo? Why?
Well, truthfully, he wanted an excuse to come to Yokohama. Because it would afford him opportunities to hunt his father's killer.
I see. So Arakawa-san was using the homeless camp to dispose of bodies all the way back then.
Indeed. As for his hunt, he researched Yakuza and criminals every time he was here. All he started with was a single clue. His own childhood memory of the suspicious waiter he saw here that night. Eventually, 7 years after the murder, I received an invitation to come here. He signed his invitation Masumi Arakawa. It was a bold declaration, and I knew immediately the running would be futile. So I came here, alone. I didn't even bring a bodyguard.
Why the hell not?
Well, to put it simply, I was prepared to die.
But, I mean...
In this line of work, there are no good ways to die. And I can think of worse ways to go that would not give that boy the justice he'd earned. The memory of what I'd done to him never left me, you know. It was always like a small bone stuck in my throat. He was sitting right where you are now.
Here?
Yes. He didn't look a day over 20. But his eyes had that hard, flinty gaze of an old killer. I couldn't help myself. I told him everything. I told him why I killed Toshio Arakawa. I even told him about the secret counterfeiting. I figured I was dead anyway. He had a gun in his hand, and all he had to do was pull the trigger. But he never once interrupted me. When I'd finished, he slowly stood up. I stopped him as he turned to leave. "Didn't you come here for revenge?" I asked.
And? What did he say?
He said, "If only you had ignored my invitation, then I could have shot you in the back." Then he left.
Boss.
In 1984, the 10,000 yen bill changed from the face of Prince Shotoku to Yukichi Fukuzawa. By that time, Arakawa had found his own Yakuza family, so I sent him a gift.
What was it?
A fresh batch of crisp, fake bills featuring Yukichi Fukuzawa. They were defective prints with nothing on the back. Not exactly legal tender.
Then how was that a gift?
It's hard to explain. If I had to say, it was out of gratitude.
Sure, but for what?
I should have died that day I met with Arakawa. I would have been right. And yet he spared me. Not only that, but he lifted a terrible weight from my chest. Furthermore, it's not an exaggeration to say the equilibrium among the E-Gene 3 continues to this day because of him.
Wow.
I owe him an unfathomable debt. And one day, I must pay it back. The defective bills were how I chose to communicate the sentiment. The counterfeiting secret is Ijincho's weakness. And it was only thanks to Arakawa that the E-Gene 3 could continue to secretly wield that power. But of course, that means if he ever feels like it was a mistake to let me live, he can use the fake bills to unravel everything I've built. The gift wasn't the bills themselves. They were leverage. I actually wrote something on the back to that effect. Neither justice nor mercy should tip the scale. It means that those in power must reward and punish where necessary. I felt it was an appropriate message. I suppose the writing is faded at this point.
Whoa.
There's still some in
So
there.
that's the whole story.
Up till this moment. But now I'm sitting across from a man holding one of those fake pills. Which, of course, is a message from Arakawa that only I could understand. The message is, Masumi Arakawa sees you as a beloved family member.
Arakawa-san thinks of me as family.
He would not have placed that bill in your pocket lightly. Do you see its significance now? After everything I've told you? There is almost no doubt in my mind that Arakawa did not want you killed. So he didn't shoot you out of malice. He shot you so that you would be brought here, be saved by the homeless, and eventually meet up with me. Do you see? That's everything I can tell you.
That's plenty. Thank you, Chairman. I see it all now. I always kind of figured.
You did? Well, it's your move now. I've only told you what I know, so...
It's okay. That's enough. I trust you.
Well, I don't hear that often.
Yeah, neither do I. Not even from my friends. But those friends are trustworthy to me. And so are you. I believe everything you said. And my faith in Arakawa-san is coming back strong.
Kasuga.
Yeah?
Are you a blood relative of Arakawa's?
No, it's not like that.
I see. Well, he must have been happy to have such loyalty as yours. As proud as any father, I think.
I think that's just the Peking duck.
Nagatacho has been rocked by party chair Ogikubo's sudden retirement due to illness. Long a central figure in politics, Ogikubo was the Prime Minister's last ally in keeping Parliament together.
An election shall be held to reaffirm the will of the people. I look forward to a new Citizens' Liberal Party and a new cabinet.
The Prime Minister made more shockwaves later that day. In the afternoon, he announced he would appoint Ryo Aoki to Ogikubo's now vacant post. Aoki will be the first sitting governor to also serve as the ruling party's chair. This bold move is sure to have ripple effects.
Hmm?
How are you feeling, former chairman?
Surely the governor of Tokyo can read. My sign says no visitors.
Oh, suddenly rules are important to you.
Naturally.
Shouldn't you concern yourself with the rules you've already broken? For example, counterfeiting. Your crimes put the entire national economy at risk.
Do you know how many lives were saved by what you call a crime? Hundreds. Any politician can say they built a road or passed a law. But how many can say they caught people who fell through the cracks?
You think you're talented enough to do that in my stead?
Oh, I've got plenty of talents. I just use them very differently compared to you. For example, I managed to fit your downfall into my already very busy schedule.
The governor is the party chair. Nothing could be more ripe for corruption.
Oh. Everything I'm gonna do will be labeled scandalous by withered old men like you. But by next year, Japan will have a new standard, and it will have been written by me.
Spoken like a true amateur.
Amateur, huh? Let me ask you. Do you remember my first election 10 years ago? I asked you for the Citizens Liberal Party endorsement. You insulted me. Your exact words were, Bleach Japan is a bunch of kids playing at politics. Your home district is Kanagawa's second. Isn't that right? I'm happy to tell you, Bleach Japan will be running a candidate there in the next election cycle. And he'll have the Citizens Liberal Party's ringing endorsement. So, how does it feel to have everything taken from you by a bunch of kids? Our candidate's victory in Kanagawa's District 2 is all but certain. So I've come up with a plan for taking out the trash in Ijincho. Of course, we'll probably lose half the population.
Are you calling the people of Ijincho trash?
I'm calling them disposable.
Pardon me?
What did you call them? People who fell through the cracks? Can't you see that's their own fault for becoming so dependent on the gray zones? They're responsible for maintaining their home, and they failed. That's what makes them disposable. But I must be going. As I said, I've got a busy schedule. Happy retirement, my former chair. I truly wish that for you. I hope you'll visit Ijincho after its beautiful new developments are complete. You'll hardly recognize it, and I can't wait to see the look on your face when you see it.
Reminds me of the scene in Breaking Bad season 4 with Gus and Hector. Walter put a bomb under Hector's wheelchair, and then it exploded, killing both Gus and Hector.
So, is your hideout?
Yep, go ahead. Make yourself at home.
I'd love to, but where could I even do that?
Yes, the square footage of this place leaves something to be desired.
Well, excuse me. I'm hearing some pretty high standards for a couple of pad crashers.
We're not crashing it. Namba-san gave us permission.
Who the hell says no to Jungi Han when he asks to stay the night? I mean, it's freaking Jungi Han.
Hey, where are the rest of your people now that Komi Jewel HQ is gone?
They're fixing the surveillance system. It will take some time for it to be fully restored.
Well, I get why Jun Gi-han is staying here, since his place is a pile of ashes. But what's Xiao's excuse?
It's not like I could just keep living in Qingchen after stepping down from the Liumang. Wouldn't have sent the right message. So, I've joined the ranks of the homeless.
Still doesn't explain why you need to stay here.
Maybe because information collects where people do. And this group does seem to be in the know.
We do? But we don't even know what happened to Bleach Japan. Did the police ever put a stop to all that craziness?
The police? Kasuga-kun, haven't you seen the news?
No, haven't had the time.
Well, Bleach Japan's reputation in Ijincho, hell, all of Japan, is golden after the Komi Jewel thing.
What?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe the headlines. Despite peril, brave Bleach Japan topples Komijul gang. Grassroots org achieves what police never could. Shit like that.
Wow, great journalism. No spin at all.
That's not even the worst of it. The reports say that Komijul committed arson during its fight with Bleach Japan. And in the blaze, Bleach Japan director Ogasawara perished.
He's dead?
Wait, what happened? He was definitely alive after the fire. That's when we interrogated him.
They killed him.
Then the Omi Alliance rescued him. Why would he be... Wait, did they?
Yes, they probably killed him. I had that thought right away. At least he died the way he wanted to, as a hero of the revolution.
That guy? A hero? Why'd they kill him?
Because he squawked like a bird when you interrogated him. Why wouldn't they off the guy? Now they're just milking his death for all it's worth. Honestly, it's a brilliant move, making it look like he died in the Komijul fire. No crime reports, cops and doctors wouldn't bat an eye. And Bleach Japan gets a nice, tragic death to go on about.
Damn. I wish we'd picked a fight with dumber enemies.
But what can we do? Go to the police and explain how we abducted Ogasawara?
What would be the point? Half the force is on Mabuchi's payroll. No, they would just book our asses.
So Aoki has everyone marching along to his little tune. All in step.
Young master.
Okay, Bleach Japan's got us by the short hairs there. But what about the fact they were trespassing on Komijul property?
Well, they must have figured the public would think the ends justified the means. And they were right. The public thinks Bleach Japan is the hero of this story. The police will never prosecute them for trespassing.
At this rate, the Komijul and the Liumang are going to be extinct in Ijincho. And people like you who give us shelter will be an endangered species. I wish I didn't have to say this, but I suggest you make other living arrangements.
I can't. I'm waiting for someone to contact me here.
Who?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, he'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'll be in touch.
Well then. But isn't Masumi Arakawa the man who shot you?
The boss wasn't trying to kill me. He shot me so I could live.
Sorry, but don't you think that's still kinda fucked up?
It's a long story. Buy me a beer sometime and I'll tell you all about it. But right now, while we've got you on the team, we need to get shit done. We need to stock up on money and supplies because nobody knows what the hell will happen next.
That's for sure.
Wow. Fucking awesome. Definitely putting him on Arctic team. Seems about why. I mean, his attack is high, but he's also kind of old, right? And this force seems to be in the more high range. There's a lot of sub-story. Holy shit.